Article 13 has passed, and depending upon who you talk to, that's a good thing or a bad thing. Of course, when you've been harassed, maligned, slandered, libeled, defamed, and even threatened online, the passing of Article 13 is not only a good thing, but it should have happened 20 years ago, in my humble opinion. But yeah, it has passed, Article 13, and we're going to discuss it because it needs to be discussed, and so we're going to do exactly that. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Who is Stinky? Who is Stinky? Who is Stinky? Who is Stinky?
Hey, Stinky!
Come on, Pig! Piggy! Come on, Piggy!
Am I actually hearing this right? Chris Crocker, the guy who whined about Britney Spears, whining on YouTube for us to leave her alone, when the vast majority of us were trying like hell not to watch her on TV at all, is getting a fucking TV show?
I heard there's fornication on this campus. I've been even told there's masturbation on this campus. And if that's the problem, I'm here to tell you students, you need to start getting a grip on your masturbation. Right now, you need to get a grip on your masturbation.
How many pictures of Karate Kyle are on the internet right now? Wait till I go after all these Karate Kyle pictures. Using my fucking picture without my consent or permission. For years.
And right now, I am contacting President Trump on Twitter. I'm leaving him a tweet with this article saying that I want meaningful legislation from the American government post-haste. So, that's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. Because now that Europe has done it, now you can bet the United States is at least going to look at it. Because I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to send a tweet to every one of my congressmen, every one of my senators, all them guys. I'm going to send it to the Attorney General's office, everybody. I'm sending it. I said, we need meaningful legislation here for the United States as well. And I'm going to see if they'll get on the ball and get that shit done. Because it needs to be done for here in the States, too. Not to say that this wouldn't cover my haters, because I think it does.
And now he is going to be a representative of all of YouTube? Holy hoppin' horse shit. We are in deep trouble. If Chris Crocker is who people look to represent YouTube, we're in deep shit. The beauty of Article 13 is that poor folks like me that can't afford an attorney, we now actually have real legitimate protection. Now, is this going to see all my trolls and haters ending up in jail? Boy, I hope so.
You're using me as a meal ticket, as a way to be a martyr, as a way to get attention.
Wait a minute. Hold it. If I'm using my kids as a meal ticket, what the fuck was I doing in 2008, 2007, 2006, 2005? I didn't have any kids then. I didn't even have a wife then. So what's your excuse then, Southern Raven, for attacking me then? I didn't have kids back in 2007. I didn't have a wife in 2007. What was your excuse for attacking me then? You have no kids and welfare won't help you. That's bullshit. I didn't have any kids, I didn't have a wife, and welfare still helped me. Wait a minute. Hold it. If I'm using my kids as a meal ticket, what the fuck was I doing in 2008, 2007, 2006, 2005? You have no kids and welfare won't help you. That's bullshit. I didn't have any kids, I didn't have a wife, and welfare still helped me. I didn't have any kids then, and welfare still helped me. I didn't even have a wife, and welfare still helped me. So what's your excuse then? You have no kids and welfare won't help you. That's bullshit. I didn't have any kids, I didn't have a wife, and welfare still helped me.
Because Chris Crocker does not represent me. I am not a damn transvestite. I am certainly not a whiny transvestite. Okay? So no, I don't want that dude representing all of YouTube. No, how about somebody fucking normal representing us, you know? I mean, even if they're a damn Democrat, I'd be happy as a lark as long as they aren't a transvestite or some other weird shit.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
A dog humping my fucking leg has absolutely nothing to do with homosexuality, you idiot. That dog humps my leg because it is trying to show dominance, or it's horny as fuck, one or the other. But it does not grasp the concept of homosexuality. It is not humping my leg because I'm another male of the species, you idiot. It's humping my leg because either it is sexually active or it's trying to show dominance. So when I grab the dog by the neck and pin him to the fucking ground, he immediately realizes, hey, I'm not the dominant animal in this pack. And you know what? The humping of the leg stops. Wow, what a fucking concept that is. It's about dominance. Even the Vikings, it was about dominance. It had nothing to do with homosexuality. They took the leader of the village that they conquered, and they penetrated him up the ass. Why? Because it showed the people of that village that they were conquered. That they were, the Vikings were now in charge. That's all it was. Had nothing to do with fucking homosexuality. You moron. You idiot. There's only one purpose for the male penis, and that is to penetrate a female vagina. That is its purpose. That is why it was designed. That is its only fucking purpose. Again, if you want to be perverted, be perverted. You want to fuck goats? Fuck goats. You want to fuck another man? Fuck another man. Or if you're a woman, you want to have sex with another woman, be my guest. But there is only one purpose for the male penis. Always has been, always will be. And that is to penetrate a female vagina. But you see all this shit in fucking nature try to make it out to be homosexuality when it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with homosexuality. No.
I crap bigger than you.
Oh, I don't care if she's 20. Hell, I'd fuck her. You can't say you wouldn't fuck her. Maybe that's what I'll do when they find her. I'll go and fuck her. Fuck her right in a pussy.
Get somebody fucking normal. How about that? And then I know I'm going to get flamed and people are going to say, well, how do you define normal? I define normal as normal, damn it. As not 2% of the fucking population, which is what homosexuals and transvestites are. Okay? 2% of the population does not represent normal, in my opinion. Okay? And atheists only make up 2%. So I don't want him to be a transsexual, I don't want him to be an atheist, I don't want him to be a homosexual. Why? Because those are minority groups. I want him to be a normal person, or she, a normal person, to represent YouTube to the world.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It'll take a little bit, but I will get the money. And when I get the money, I'll go up there with the money in hand, with the paperwork in hand, give it to the office, the clerks, the clerks there at the office, give them all the paperwork. They give me a docket number, and they tell me when to be there for court. I'll have my Sunday best on and my briefcase, and I'll be there with bells on, as they say. Understand one thing, and this is what the lady at the office told me. I will be considered an attorney just like any other attorney. I will have the power and the rights thereto, and you will respect me, or the bailiff will take you away. Is that clear? Just in case you motherfuckers decide you're going to take a trip down here and sit in the fucking audience, just understand that I will be a real legitimate officer of the court. And if you come down here and start a bunch of shit, the bailiff will see to it you get a nice little room off to yourself. Right? Because this is not a joke. This is real. And Kenny, you have said in the past, oh, the internet is my turf. Well, you know what, motherfucker? The courtroom is my turf. And you're going to find out just how much of a badass I really am. And it's going to be fun watching you squirm. I'm sorry, I have to admit it. It will be. It'll be a whole lot of fun. Because you'll be on my turf then. And I will be, listen to what the lady of the court said. I will have the whole power of the court behind me. I will be a legitimate officer of the court. Just like any other attorney, she said. No different. That's what she said. All right? So now you better watch your P's and Q's, trolls, just in case any of you get the bright idea, hey, we're going to go down there and start a bunch of shit. No, you ain't either. Because I'll call for the bailiff to have your fucking ass removed. All right? Are we all clear? Just so we all understand one another. All right? I will be a legitimate officer of that court. And I will not be playing. I won't be chewing any bubblegum either. All right?
I don't like your jerk-off name. I don't like your jerk-off face. I don't like your jerk-off behavior. And I don't like you. Jerk off.
How about them apples? So, shit-stained diaper boy here at the 8 o'clock hour.
Because those are minority groups. I want him to be a normal person, or she, a normal person, to represent YouTube to the world. Not Chris Crocker, who sits there, whose claim to fame is crying in a video over Britney, who doesn't give a damn about him in the first place, I might point out. And in the second place, who is probably drunk off of her ass right about now. So no, I don't want him being the spokesman for YouTube. Good God Almighty. That is horrible. How about somebody fucking normal? Just please, just once, somebody fucking normal represent whatever group I happen to be in at the time. Is it too much to fucking ask? Just get somebody normal to represent us.
Make my cinnamon toasted raisin baby with big fucking cheese right now! Right now! Make my right now! Now, boy! You really I don't want to listen! Make my right now! Make my right now!
Well, like I said, it's my medical opinion as an orderly for 14 years that he suffers from a nervous condition. I'm being straight up. You know, I was an orderly for 14 years. I've worked with people with nervous conditions. I believe he does have one. I really do.
Channel dedicated to hating someone, whether it be myself, Brett Keane, Nick Bravo, G-Man, Trailer Park Elvis, or anyone else for that matter. If you have a channel dedicated to hating on people, and you use snippets of their content without their permission, you have a choice. You can either take down your content, or you can pay the person whose content you illegally stole, because that's what it is. It's theft. It's theft of intellectual property, my property, Brett's property, G-Man's property, what have you. Or, if you refuse to pay or take down your content, YouTube will either take down your content, or your entire channel, actually, or YouTube could face getting sued, not by me, but by the EU itself, okay, on my behalf. See, the beauty of Article 13 is that poor folks like me that can't afford an attorney, we now actually have real legitimate protection.
Snoop Dogg now is in deep shit because he pointed a fake gun at a fake Donald Trump, and now he's in deep water. Google it.
Let me tell you something, Sully. I can go to a store right now, and I can buy me a hookah, I can buy a marijuana pipe, I can buy all the accoutrements I need for drugs, needles, all that, legally. I can go to a pot shop right now, buy all that fucking shit legally, walk out the fucking door with it. But when I use it, guess what? Then I broke the law. I can buy it legally, no problem. It's the usage that makes it illegal. You follow me?
Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law. We've been warning people, if you are working for an unlicensed dispensary, an illegal dispensary, and it gets raided, you need to shut the fuck up. If you shut the fuck up, you have a good chance that we can make the case go away. Case in point, 3 employees of an illegal shop were busted during a raid. 2 of them said, oh, I'm just volunteering here. The third guy shut the fuck up. And the DA did not prosecute the guy who shut the fuck up. They can't prove what you were doing there. If you're a customer, patient, walked in to go to the bathroom, they don't know. You got to shut the fuck up, and it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday. So review the script. What do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when he keeps asking questions?
Not discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the 5th.
And then what do? You
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Have safe holidays.
Tip of the day.
But the point is this. The point is that this shit is real. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'm not, you know, when I tell you that Islam is evil, you better fucking listen. I'm not busting my ass to become Sorcerer Supreme for nothing. I'm busting my ass to become Sorcerer Supreme because evil is fucking real. The shit is out there. The shit is wanting to kill your ass. And I am pretty much the only thing standing in the way at this point.
Fabos, my mother's family does not like me. They will lie at the drop of a hat and drop it themselves. Do you fucking understand plain English? They do not like me. They will lie to you if it will make you feel better. Yes, they will. Just like they lied about them rooms back there. And me sick in the bed. Am I going to make any more cooking vids? I don't know. Maybe. Did I ever take a DNA challenge? A DNA challenge for what? I've already took an Ancestry DNAs. I'm 65% Cherokee Indian. Confirmed. Sorry about your fucking luck. I'm not a white guy. Yes, I look white, but I am not a white man. Sorry about your fucking luck. I am a Cherokee Indian. 65% Cherokee Indian. Which means I'm more than qualified to become a member of a tribe. Now, am I going to pursue that shit? I don't know. As old as I am now, it probably wouldn't do me no good to do it. You know, if I was 20 fucking years old again or some shit, I'd probably do it in a heartbeat. But I'm not 20 anymore. I'm 55 now, going on 60 soon. 5 more years, I'll be 60. I don't see the point in going all the trouble. I just don't see it. Is there a donate button? I donated $5 to the company. Let me check and see. See what happens here. Okay, I'm registering you. Yep, I'm registering you. So the $5 test worked. So just put the other 15 on there and you're good. It's not. You just send it for 1 month and then cancel it next month. That's all you got to do. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Or if you're kind, you could leave it there so that I actually got a little bit of money, a little bit of mad money in case all my shit goes down. That would be nice. You know, if everybody would send me $5, I could actually, you know, keep my head above water. See, that's the thing that pisses me off. Everybody will give thousands of fucking dollars to the drunken peasants who just sit around on their ass, and every one of them able-bodied, every one of them 20-year-old able-bodied person. But they won't get out and get real jobs. They sit on their ass, and what do? They do live shows like this where they talk shit about people. And you give them thousands of dollars. Well, not you personally, but I mean, you know, you as the public, the viewing public. At one time, they were getting $10,500 a month just on Patreon alone. That's not counting Google AdSense, Bitcoin, PayPal, and all that other shit. That was just their Patreon. $10,500. Now, I'm being told they don't get that much these days because there was a big breakup between TJ and one of the other members of the Drunken Peasants. But they used to get that kind of cash. I could get heap nice squall, huh? Fabos, it's not begging if you really do need the money, dude. You understand that, right? Do they need the money? No. They're 20 years old. They're all able-bodied. They could go out and get real jobs if they wanted to. I'm disabled, motherfucker. I can't go out and get a job. In fact, I'm trying to get my disability now, and God only knows what's going to happen on the 1st. Okay? My situation is totally fucking different. Why aren't you over there at Drunken Peasants saying, hey, you guys are all able-bodied. Why don't you go out and get real jobs? I've never heard no troll go over there and say that to them. Not one. Maybe you could be the first. Maybe you could be the first to go over there and say, hey, you all are able-bodied. You're young. Go out and get a real job. It's funny that you'll tell a disabled man like me that shit, but you won't tell a bunch of 20-year-olds that? Why not? What's the difference? At least I got a fucking excuse. At least I'm goddamn disabled. They're not even fucking disabled. There's nothing wrong with them boys. They're all 20-something years old, and they're all fully able-bodied. They could go out and get a job tomorrow if they want. But I haven't seen one troll, not one of my trolls, go over there and tell them to go get a job like they do me. Not once. Now prove me wrong, motherfucker. Prove me wrong.
You're an emotional fucking cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly.
Read it with me, class. What Europe's new copyright law means for Twitch and YouTube. Alright, so let's scroll down here because we're going to read through some of this. If you, whoops, I went too far. There we go. If you live in the European Union, or if you're an avid fan of European politics, and who isn't, that must be a joke, you probably heard about Article 13 in the past handful of months or so. And if you heard about Article 13 from someone on the internet, that person probably didn't have kind things to say about it. Article 13, which was approved by the European Parliament today, as in right now, includes a so-called copyright directive that makes platforms like Google, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube liable for whatever is contained in the content users upload to those platforms. Fair play to the broader strokes of those laws. Creators deserve credit for their work, and tech giants are badly in need of regulation. In reality, though, Article 13 doesn't really accomplish either of those things. Companies will either have to pay rights holders, usually other big companies, for any copyright infringing content, or, and this is a more likely outcome, they'll have to meticulously scrub their uploads of any content that might cross the line. On sites like YouTube and Twitch, where creators regularly create videos and stream using everything from video game footage to emotes of copyrighted characters, this could signal a sea change.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings.
And woe be to anybody that flags this video for any reason. My purpose is to get you the truth. And if somebody flags this video for the purpose of denying you the right to know the truth, then measures will be taken to make sure that person is never able to flag anybody's channel ever again. You understand me? You understand me, trolls? My purpose here is to tell the truth and to get the truth out to people. And if you don't like it and you try to stop me, I will stop you. Alright? And, but now I'm telling you, you trolls start some shit with me. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna get your fucking channel shut down. Okay, this is bullshit. It needs to stop. This truth needs to get out to people.
Whether you believe it or not is not my problem. That's not my problem. My problem is to get the truth out to people. And if you get in my way, then I will get your channel removed from YouTube. Because if necessary, I'll get military and government people to shut your fucking ass down. Now this is a bunch of shit. This has got to stop. I've got to get the truth out to people. People need to know what really is going on and how they've been lied to for years.
Alright, so now what does this mean? I'm not going to bother reading the rest of the article. What does this mean? What it means, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you are a hater, if you have a channel dedicated to hating someone, whether it be myself, Brett Keane, Nick Bravo, G-Man, Trailer Park Elvis, or anyone else for that matter, if you have a channel dedicated to hating on people, and you use snippets of their content without their permission, you have a choice. You can either take down your content, or you can pay the person whose content you illegally stole, because that's what it is. It's theft. It's theft of intellectual property, my property, Brett's property, G-Man's property, what have you. Or, if you refuse to pay or take down your content, YouTube will either take down your content, or your entire channel, actually, or YouTube could face getting sued, not by me, but by the EU itself, okay, on my behalf. See, the beauty of Article 13 is that poor folks like me that can't afford an attorney, we now actually have real legitimate protection.
My hair stand up like Einstein, they'll think I'm smart.
Now, is this going to see all my trolls and haters ending up in jail? Boy, I hope so. But chances are that probably won't happen. What probably will happen is they'll either have to pay me, or they'll have to take down their content. That's probably, in 99.99% of the cases, that's probably what's going to happen. They're either going to have to pay me or take it down. And knowing my trolls like I do, they're sure as hell not going to pay me money to use my content. So I foresee all my hate channels disappearing literally overnight.
I'm going to drink this coffee and it's not Wilkins.
Doesn't that coffee taste kind of flat?
Help, I've been imprisoned.
Why, fair damsel?
I don't drink Wilkins instant coffee.
Well, that's the way the old ball bounces.
What's wrong?
Mr. Wilkins says cut the kidding and tell him Wilkins decaffeinated coffee is the best you can buy. Hey, did you bring the Wilkins coffee?
No, I forgot!
When you come back up, don't forget the Wilkins.
Some of you may also be aware that I am now extremely powerful. Those of you that have tried to do shit or tried to mess me up like you have in the past, you will find that you can no longer do that shit. Steps have been taken to make sure that that never happens again. And I am working feverishly on some other things to thwart you with, and you know, those are going well as well. And the gods are with me. The powers of the universe are with me. And there is no question about that. Look into my eyes, there is no question. The gods are with me. The powers of the universe are with me. And I'm doing this video with no cable, no internet, and no telephone, and I'm looking at you right in the eyes saying, I will be back 10 times stronger than I was when I left, because I have been hard at work, folks. I have not just been sitting on my laurels. I have been learning shit. I have been growing. As you know, I am working towards becoming Sorcerer Supreme. Now, you know, some people would say, well, that's an unattainable goal, because being the master of the mystic arts is kind of hard to do when you're constantly learning new shit. Well, maybe. I see your point. I don't necessarily ascribe to it, but I see your point. I see where, you know, something like that would be unattainable because you're constantly learning new shit. But it's the striving, okay? It's the road. It's the walk, okay?
It is an international entity. What does that mean, Vaughn? What that means is that this law can most certainly apply to my American haters. And now, how that will work, I don't know. Don't care. But I guarantee you one thing, now that this law has passed, you can bet your happy ass YouTube is going to take your channel down before the EU sues them. Because they're not going to want to get sued by the EU on my behalf.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
Hi, J-Man. Listen, you would be amazed at all kinds of stories and shit that's down here about monsters and demons and evil spirits and all kinds of crazy shit. Everybody, oh, well, Von's at his house sitting on his ass. Oh, really? Would you like to know just how many fucking evil shit is down here? I mean, there's enough evil shit where I need a goddamn mega shovel to fucking shovel that stuff, man. I mean, come on. There is all kinds of fucking evil down here. And, so, I am certainly not idle. Especially at night, Because at night they like to play, right? So I gotta be on my guard at night. My mom worked at a radio station that broadcast out of a single wide located in an amusement park back in the 70s. Yeah. I'm telling you, listen, I am telling you, man, I can fucking get on this mic and scream at the top of my fucking lungs, and they will not hear a goddamn thing. Nothing. They won't hear shit. Why? I don't know. I think there's court laws, man. I do. I really do. Oh, dude, Skinwalker Ranch, man. Oh my God. And Slender Man, you know what's funny about Slender Man? What's funny about Slender Man is it actually started out on the internet as a fucking prank. Guess what? It's not a prank, it's real. And it's like, oh fuck, you know, because yeah, it's real. There really is a Slender Man. Now the people that made the prank at the time on the internet had no idea that there was a real Slender Man. They had no clue. But yeah, it started out as a prank on the internet, Slender Man did. And unbeknownst to them, there really was a real Slender Man out there. And there's a lot of different stories and, you know, ideas. You know, and I've been teasing people that I'm going to do a Slender Man video one day, and I haven't got around to it yet. I really need to get on that shit, don't I? I need to go back to the library, get all my fucking books down on Slender Man and do it upright. But yeah, Slender Man is real. It is a real entity. It is, and it's dangerous as fuck too. It is dangerous as fuck. You know how you got that one thing in a mirror, you know, Bloody Mary, and you got to say it in a mirror and shit. It's worse than that. Okay, Slender Man is a lot worse than that. And yeah, man, you know, it started out as an internet prank. It did. But the guys that did the internet prank didn't know that Slender Man was a real thing. Okay, and that's where the fucking irony comes in. You know, they didn't do any fucking research. Why is it? Help me out here. Why is it that people don't do any fucking research anymore? People need to fucking research shit. Okay, it's like Charlie. Okay, Charlie. You know, we don't know what Charlie is. Charlie ain't nothing. I said you're full of shit too. Charlie is real. You know, but see, people don't do any research, man. I don't do any fucking research. You need to research shit, man. You need to know what the hell's going on out there. There is a lot of creepy shit out there, man. A lot.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
It looks like, at least for now, you got a choice. You can either pay me or take down your shit. Now, some of you are going to say, well, this is all being come out of nowhere. No, actually not. Myself, Brett Keane, I think even a few others, we've been talking about this. We told you this was coming. See, it's not just the idea of Google Plus getting taken down. I told you that my gods will defend me. I've told you this. My gods are not some pie in the sky. My gods actually do shit. My gods actually get something done. Now, a very liberal leftist European Union would have never passed legislation like this in the past. So why are they doing it now? I believe they're doing it, and I may be biased, but I believe they're doing it because the gods have put their foot down and said, no, we're going to do this now. I believe this is a sovereign move of the gods. You can believe whatever the hell you want. But I know for a fact that a very ultra-liberal, ultra-leftist European Union would have never passed legislation like this in the past. I've been waiting for legislation like this for 20 years. So why is it happening now? I believe the gods are behind it. I really do. I really do believe the gods that I believe in are behind this shit.
Who is thinking? Who is thinking? Who is thinking? Who is thinking?
Hey, Stinky.
After I closed the browser. Now, let me see if I can find it again.
See, like I said, the only thing they're talking about is that white guy that shot up the mosque. It's all, everything else is all buried.
That's the bad thing about it.
Oh my fucking God, really? I was very specific. I wanted a Jewish boy. And I'm still getting these fucking links to the white guy that shot up the fucking mosque. Seriously? Sweden and Denmark are shocked by the New Zealand attack. Well, of course, Sweden and Denmark's been taken over by Islam. So of course they're going to be shocked. Shocked, I say. Shocked. I'm sure Michigan, Minnesota, and Illinois is going to come out with comments too, because they've been taken over by Islam as well. So watch for their articles to come out too. Illinois is shocked over what happened in New Zealand. Michigan is shocked by what has happened in New Zealand. Minnesota is shocked by what happened in New Zealand. And I hear Iowa is going to be coming Islamic very soon too. Iowa, of all fucking places, right? I mean, you wouldn't think Iowa would become an Islamic caliphate, but yet they just put a Muslim in charge. I forget his name, don't really give a fuck. But instead of speaking in English to his constituents, what did he do? Oh, he spoke in Somali. Swahili, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the language of Somali is. But yeah, he didn't even speak in English. Not nice. Not nice. So yeah, Iowa is falling too, apparently. According to Amy Melick, Iowa's falling too. Okay, Jewish boy 4, victim of suspected hate crime in New Zealand. Finally, fuck. Damn. Oh, put a big honking ad in my face. Okay. Oh, seriously? You are not going to identify this motherfucker as a Muslim? Really? We all know it is. I mean, do Christians go around slapping around Jews? No. Do pagans go around slapping around Jews? No. But a Muslim will. They won't call him a Muslim. They won't call him a Muslim. So why is it happening now? I believe the gods are behind it. I really do. I really do believe the gods that I believe in are behind this shit. They are coming to my defense, finally. Like they said they would, I would point out. So if you are one of my haters and you have a dedicated YouTube hate channel to that evil Von Helm guy, you're either going to pay my happy ass or you're going to take your shit down. Because if you don't, YouTube will take it down for you because YouTube isn't going to want to get sued. Okay, they're just not. YouTube is not going to want to get sued, and they're sure as hell not going to want to get sued because of you. So is your channel going down if you don't do something? Yes. The difference is whether you decide to take it down yourself or whether YouTube takes it down for you. At this point, I really don't care. What I care about is the fact that you're either going to pay me or you're going to take your shit down. That's what matters to me as a content creator, as somebody that actually makes shit. That's what matters to me. Now, most likely, with the passing of this legislation today, ironically, they'll probably just start taking down hate channels indiscriminately. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube and Google intend to do, but I know that YouTube and Google ain't going to want to get sued. I know that. Okay, let's not be stupid here. Google and YouTube are not going to want to get sued. Well, Von Helton, you ain't going to contact the EU. Watch me. My fucking email will be sent so goddamn fast it'll make your head spin. Oh, hell yes, I will email the EU and tell them that your hate channel exists. Hell fucking yes, I will. In a heartbeat, brother. In a fucking heartbeat. You bet your ass I will send an email to the EU listing every single one of your damn hate channels on YouTube. You betcha. You betcha I will. So now, you got a choice. Pay me, or get the fuck out the pool.
Who is stinky? What are you talking about? Who is stinky? Somebody tell me, who is stinky? 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 Somebody tell me, who is stinky? Who is stinky? Who is stinky? Who is stinky? Who is stinky?
Hey, Stinky.
You know, the more I think about this false flag, the more I'm thinking that there might be more sinister things happening other than just a false flag about bombs. See, here's the thing, okay? For those of you that don't know, like I said in my opening monologue, there was supposed bomb packages sent to the Clintons, Soros, CNN, and various other elements of the left. The problem is that anyone that can rub two brain cells together knows full well that this is the midterm elections. Nobody's going to be home. They're going to be out campaigning for their prospective representatives, okay? That includes the Clintons. The Clintons are not home. The Clintons are out campaigning for this guy or that lady or whatever. They're not home. And any would-be bomber would know this, okay? They would.
That's fucking awesome. Finally, the little man is getting protected from the fucking ravages of the goddamn hater hounds that are out there. I think it's beautiful. I think it's wonderful. And I think it's long overdue. Well, Von Helton, I thought you always advocated free speech. I do advocate free speech. Slander is not free speech. Libel is not free speech. Defamation is not free speech. You're going to take me to court, Secular? Oh, please do, Secular Lobster. Please take me to court, motherfucker. Please do.
Take me to court.
I know for a fact you're bilking the government out of their fucking welfare money. And I'm going to fucking report your ass, bitch. I'm going to report your ass. I mean, you guys sure would have reported me if I'd have done it. So I'm going to report your ass, Secular Lobster. I'm going to get you in trouble, motherfucker. And you're just going to have to fucking like it. So now go make another hate video about me, bitch. Because when I call the welfare office and I report your ass, you're going to lose your fucking benefits. So now fucking go make another hate video about me, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. You don't think I'll report your ass, motherfucker? Watch me. Watch me and see. Watch and see if I don't.
That no matter what you do, there's going to be people that are going to dislike you. There's just no getting around that shit. Doesn't matter how pleasant you are, doesn't matter how intellectual you are, there's going to be people out there that are not going to like you no matter what, no matter what you do. And they're not going to like you because of your skin color. And while you may argue that that was predominantly a minority thing, well, guess who's the minority these days? Oh, the white person is the minority these days. The average black family is having 5 to 7 children. The average Muslim family is having 5 to 7 children. The average Latino family is having 5 to 7 children. How many children are the whites having? Oh, they're not. They're averaging 1/2 a child per family. 1/2 a child per family. So who's the minority? It's the whites. Herb doesn't understand what he's reading. Well, then you're a moron, because I do understand what I'm reading. Bye. Damn, Larry Boyd was busy while I was reading that off. Holy shit. There's a lot of double speak going on in the chat. My goodness. Anyway. Don't panic, folks. I'm sure Larry Boyd was one of my haters. Just like Grumpy Lobster is.
Because I don't break the law. I don't commit crimes. Sorry. But you trolls and haters do, because you trolls and haters, many of you, not all of you, but many of you already have criminal records. Don't you? Yeah, you do. And the FBI knows that now, too. But see, the difference between me and my fucking haters on YouTube is that I'm not going around slandering CNN or slandering Fox News or slandering, whoever's content I'm using. See, that's the difference. We gotta stop this shit, man. Because there will be civil war if this shit keeps going. Of course, gunning down them patriots out west in cold blood with their hands in the air, that could very well start a civil war right there off the bat. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going to go down. But I know one thing, I will not let this nation fall to Islam. You can kiss my fucking red ass. I will never let this nation fall to Islam. You'll have to kill me first, motherfuckers, because I will never let my country fall. Never. I won't do it. I will not do it. I will fight and die if needs be to protect my country. Notice I said my country, not my government. I'm sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States, not them bozos in Washington, D.C. Let's get that shit clear, too. Well, Bob Helton, you worked for them. Yeah, exactly. I worked for them. That's why I say I won't support their happy ass. If Muslims start slaughtering them, hey, tough shit, motherfucker. You shouldn't have let them in there. You shouldn't have let them in there, dumbasses. But if it looks like they're going to take over the country, fuck that. Fuck that. That ain't going to happen. Because I won't let it happen. I will not let that shit happen, motherfuckers. No way. I love my country, and I love the Constitution, and I sure as fuck love my freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom to peaceably assemble, etc. And when the ballot box is no longer a viable solution, the bullet box becomes the only possibility left. Right? Yes, I'm 65% Cherokee according to Amazon.com. My mother's mother was 100% Cherokee. She was a Cherokee, the equivalent of what would be a Cherokee princess, I guess you'd say. She was high up on the totem pole. No pun intended.
There you go. How about them apples? So, shit-stained diaper boy here at the 8 o'clock hour. Where is it?
Well, Von Helton, I thought you always advocated free speech. I do advocate free speech. Slander is not free speech. Libel is not free speech. Defamation is not free speech. Harassment is not free speech. Those are crimes, why? How am I the only person on the planet that knows that slander, libel, defamation, and harassment are crimes? Am I the only motherfucker on the planet that knows that? Apparently I am. But no, those are crimes. You do not have the right to call Von Helton a deadbeat dad. You don't have the right to call Von Helton a pedophile. You don't have the right to call Von Helton a mass murderer. You don't have the right to file false claims with the government and try to get Von Helton's kids stolen from him. You don't have that right. That's not a right, dumbass. That's a crime. In fact, calling and filing a false report is a felony. In fact, not just a crime. It's a felony. It's just not enforced. Anyway, the point is, this is not about fair use or free speech.
Who was firing an AK-47, because, you know, people in the other videos, well, where's the AK-47, Bon? You said there was an AK-47. It was being fired from a chopper from this service. The Muslims had acquired a chopper from this service and were literally flying next to the crowd in Mandalay Bay. Now, one can hope, though, that I'm wrong, and it was the good guys that had acquired the chopper and were trying to take out the terrorists. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the case, because the sound is clearly the sound of an AK-47. It is not the sound of an M16 or a British Sten, which is or a belt-fed weapon. I'll spit it out this morning. From what you heard in the other video, this is clearly an AK-47 in this video. So, you know, in fact, let me see if I can get that audio going for you. Hang on just a second. Hear the chopper? You hear the chopper? And you could actually see the light from the chopper going by. Listen carefully. Hear the gunfire? He fires it as a single-shot weapon first. Notice crack, crack, crack. He's firing it as a single-shot weapon. Okay, now he's firing a semi-auto.
Everybody stay down. Stay down.
All right, so there's no question that it was a person in a chopper firing on the crowd. I think that's pretty obvious. I want to believe that it's the good guys that are in the chopper firing at the terrorists, but unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. I think it's a terrorist in the chopper firing into the crowd.
Yeah, I was totally right, and the shooting in New Zealand totally proves me right. And there's no troll, no hater, no asshole, no idiot can say I was wrong about it, because I've said this for years. The Muslims are going to be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want, and if you try to retaliate, you will be called a terrorist, you will be called a treasonous bastard, you will be called an idiot, you will be called a criminal. They can go out here and rape our women, they can blow up our buildings, they can chop people's heads off, they can burn our cars, but as soon as we do something in retaliation, we're the terrorists, we're the evil. I mean, New Zealand fucking proves that in spades. What are they calling this guy? Oh, they're calling him a terrorist, aren't they? They're calling him a terrorist because he was basically saying that New Zealand doesn't need to be a Muslim fucking caliphate, and because of that, he's now a terrorist. Now, do I necessarily agree with what he done? Of course not. You know, I mean, if there's a peaceful way to remove Muslims from your country, let's hear it. Let's hear it, because your government's not going to do shit. They're not. Your government's not going to do a damn thing. Your government will literally sit on its ass and let Islam take over your country. And this man knows that. I know it. A whole bunch of other people know it. Okay? So the thing of it is that what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to sit on our ass and let Islam take over our country? Islam right now has 3 states here in America. Did you know that? Michigan, Minnesota, and Illinois. And I'm hearing that Iowa is now going Islamic. New York has got fucking Muslim patrols, literal Muslim patrols in actual cop cars. You know, but see, if we fight back, oh, we're the terrorists, we're evil, we're, you know, even though we're trying to save our fucking country from becoming a terrorist hellhole, like Beirut, you know, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. There's not a damn thing you can do. Islam is going to, listen to me. The only choices you have is to leave your country or buy a prayer rug. Because if you fight back, the news media is going to do just like they did this guy. Oh, well, this guy was a terrorist. This guy was evil. This guy was, you know, Muslims are in the streets raping our women, blowing up buildings, burning cars, and literally chopping people's heads off in the fucking streets. But that's okay. But as soon as you fight back, oh, no, you're the evil one. You're the piece of shit at that point. You're the evil one. You don't want your country to become a 7th century fucking hellhole, so you're now evil, even though it's a war. Remember, folks, what does the word jihad mean? Say it with me, class. What does the word jihad mean? It means war. In fact, it means holy war, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so they have declared war on us. It is an actual war. But if you fight in that war, you're the terrorist, you're fucking evil, you're a piece of shit. They declared war. The Quran says that New Zealand, America, Australia, Britain, all these non-Muslim countries are what? The land of war. That's what the Quran calls it. The land of war. So now, stop and think for a minute. Why are Muslims going to something called the land of war? Stop and think a minute. Use your brain. Why would a Muslim go to something that his holy book says is the land of war? Because they're here to wage war. They're here to wage jihad. They're here to take over your fucking country. That's what they're not here to be Americans. Muslims don't assimilate. Okay, so this idea, oh, they're good Americans, Vaughn. Well, that kind of flies in the face when they don't fucking assimilate, now doesn't it? In order to be a good American, you gotta assimilate, dumb fuck. Okay, so are they assimilating? No. Okay, so are they Americans? Fuck no. All right, they're just not. Sorry. Okay, so this bullshit that they're good Americans is a total fucking lie. In fact, the Quran says that Muslims are not allowed to swear any loyalty or fealty to anyone but Allah and Muhammad the Prophet. That's it. They can't swear allegiance to the flag. They can't swear their fealty and loyalty to the Constitution of the United States. They're not allowed. They're prohibited. The Quran prohibits them from doing that. So are they Americans? No. Will they ever be Americans? No. So why are they here? If they can't be Americans and they don't want to assimilate, why are they here? Hello? They're here to take over your country. Just like they're taking over Britain, just like they're taking over New Zealand, just like they're taking over Australia. Well, they haven't took over Australia yet. They're in the process. Just like they've taken over the Philippines, just like they've taken over Sweden, Norway, Finland. I mean, how many fucking countries do I have to list before it grows up here and gets inside your head that maybe Islam is a threat to the world? Okay? It's not about America. It's about the world. It's about the Western world. The 21st century is under attack from the 7th century. I don't want my country to be a 7th century hellhole. Tommy Robinson doesn't want the UK to become a 7th century hellhole. And this guy in New Zealand, while I may not necessarily agree with what he's done, I don't think he wants his country to become a 7th century hellhole either. But remember, I told you this would happen. The Muslims come here, they try to take over our country, they wage war on us by their own admission. That's what jihad is, it's a holy war. And then when we fight back, what is the media going to call us? They're going to call us terrorists, they're going to say we're evil. What did the Washington Post say? Let me see here, hold on. I had the Washington Post up here just a minute ago. And what they said was just crazy. Let me see here. Where the hell is it? Well, now they've changed the damn thing. Oh, New Zealand's darkest days. It's New Zealand's darkest days, folks. A man fights back to try to stop his country from becoming a 7th century hellhole, and now all of a sudden it's New Zealand in darkest days. Okay? Never mind that the Muslims are raping women in the streets. Never mind that the Muslims are blowing up buildings, burning cars, chopping off people's heads. Oh, none of that's the darkest days. It's when the New Zealand people actually fight back against this shit. Oh, well now it's New Zealand's darkest days, guys. It's New Zealand's darkest days. Oh my God, it's horrible. What am I going to do? Leave or buy a prayer mat? I'm not going to do either one, old weather guy. I'm going to use my magic to defend my family. That's what I'm going to do. It's the only thing I can do. Can't use guns, because if you use guns, they'll just have you on the news media just like they did this guy, calling him a fucking terrorist. Isn't that what they're calling him? Yeah. I'm looking at the fucking feeds right now. I'm looking at several feeds. CBS, CNN, VOA. I'm looking at all the feeds right now. What are they labeling him as? They're labeling him as a terrorist. No, he's not the terrorist. It's the Muslims that are the fucking terrorists. It's the Muslims whose holy book says to come to foreign countries and take them over. I'm not aware of any document in New Zealand that says you go to foreign countries and take them over. I'm not aware of that document. Show it to me. But the Quran, by contrast, clearly states you go to foreign countries, you lie in wait till you have numbers, then you rise up and you take over the country. That's what the Quran says, because the Quran is a book of war. The Quran is not a holy book. The Quran has never been a holy book. It is a book of world conquest. Islam is an ideology of world conquest. Has nothing to do with fucking religion. If you think Islam is a religion, you're being deceived. Islam is not a religion. Now, are there religious elements to it? Yes, but it is not a religion. Because if it was a religion, the focus would be on inner peace, and Islam would be at peace. But they're not. See, that's the whole thing about Christianity. That's why Christianity is so much different from Islam. Because when Jesus came along, he's like, hey, chill. We got to stop all this killing. We got to look towards ourselves, look inward. We got to be about inward peace. We got to be about loving our neighbor, loving even our enemies. All right? Muhammad had nothing to do with that shit. Muhammad's like, no, fuck all that peace shit. Go out and slaughter people by the millions. That's what Muhammad said. All right? But what are they labeling this guy? Oh, they're calling him a terrorist. Why? Because he's sick and tired of Muslims raping women in the streets and blowing up buildings and shit. And supposedly he has a charter online, but they're not allowing anybody to share it, supposedly. I don't need to see his fucking charter. I know exactly what he's saying. I don't have to see shit. I know what he's saying. He's saying, hey, I don't want my country taken over by a 7th century savage. That's what he's saying. And I have to agree. I don't want America to be taken over by Islam, any more than this guy wants New Zealand to be taken over by Islam, any more than Tommy Robinson wants the UK to be taken over by Islam, any more than Geert Wilders wants his country to be taken over by Islam. Me, Geert Wilders, and Tommy Robinson have been talking about this shit for years. We are on record saying that all this shit is going to come to a head and it's going to happen. And by God, here it is. Now it's happening. And so when we retaliate, when we fight back, now we're the terrorists and the Muslims are the good guys. And I knew the media would do this because the media has always sided with Islam. Always. They have always sided with Islam. Even though the first thing the Muslims would do if they took over the country is banish the media. That's one of the first things they would do. You know, but the media loves Islam. They kowtow to Islam. And so here we go. This is the opening salvo right here. This man in Sweden is the opening salvo of what is to be expected. If you speak out against a 7th century cult that wants to kill you and take over your country, you are the terrorist. You are evil. Now, like I said, I don't necessarily condone a man's actions, but I understand his frustration and I understand why he did what he did. Okay? I understand perfectly why he did what he did. Do you want your daughter to be out in the streets getting raped by a bunch of Muslims? I don't think so. I know I don't want my daughters out on the streets. No fucking way. What spells will stop them? That's up to me. I'll leave that up to me, thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I've been proven right, again. I told you that when we retaliate against the Muslims coming and invading our countries, that we would be labeled the terrorists. I'm on record saying that shit. I have now been proven 100% right. Boom. Boom. What do I mean by Islamic State? What I mean is, are you referring to America? Is that what you mean? Muslims have taken control of 3 of our states here in America. Michigan, Minnesota, and Illinois. They've even put Muslims in our Congress. Okay, so yeah, they've been taken over. Now, I'm hearing rumblings that Iowa has also been taken over just recently. They put a Somali Muslim in charge of Iowa. He now has control. And in fact, He not only does he have control of the state of Iowa, but when he went to give his speech, he didn't even give it in English. He gave it in Somali, whatever the Somali language is. He didn't even give it in English. How's that for a kick in the teeth, ladies and gentlemen? But yeah, the video's out there. Video's out there. He never even gave his speech in English. He gave it in Somalian. Whatever their language is, I have no idea. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, man. You know, I told you this would happen. I told you that when we fight back against the Muslims, that the media is going to paint us as terrorists, and we're going to be the ones in the fucking gulags, not the Muslims. The Muslims are not going to, you know, because what that Q son of a bitch over on Twitter, what is Q saying? Oh, all the Muslims and all the evil people are going to be round up, and they're all going to be thrown in them gulags out in the fucking Arizona desert. Isn't that what they're saying? Yeah. Total fucking lie. Total and complete fucking lie. Those gulags out in the Arizona desert that Governor Jesse Ventura found, them's for you, motherfucker, not for the Muslims. Why do you think they ordered guillotines? For the Muslims? No, for you. For you, not for the Muslims. The Muslims are not going to be the ones they put in them guillotines. It's going to be your fucking ass. Because you're an evil, treasonous bastard if you don't let Islam take over your fucking country. Right? Yeah. That's the government thing. That's the government group thing. And it isn't just America. It's the UK, it's Spain, it's Finland, it's France, it's Norway, it's all the governments. All of them. All of them are going to let Islam just waltz right in, take over. Who gives a fuck what they do? All that rape going on in Norway. Where's the arrest? Why hasn't the Norwegian police made arrests? Anybody want to comment? I mean, seriously. Where's all the arrests? Yeah, there isn't any. There isn't any. Don't shout me down when I'm preaching good, folks. I warned you this shit was going to happen. I warned you that this shit was going to happen, and that that media would literally turn the tables on us and say that we're the fucking terrorists. And so now here it's happening. I'm spewing lies and hate, Demon Horse. It's in the fucking news, dumbass. Have you turned on your fucking TV? Turn on your TV. Man in New Zealand fights back against the evil, and he's the one that gets called the terrorist. Where's the evidence of rape? Google it, old weather guy. Or is Google broken where you live? Hi, Jack Dawson. How you doing? Canada has always had a big Muslim problem, thanks to your buddy there, Trudeau. I warned you guys years ago, do not put Trudeau in office, that he was a closet Muslim. Nobody fucking listened to me. And then what happens? Oh, Trudeau goes into a mosque and ceremoniously hands Canada over to the imam. Remember that video? It's on YouTube. It's still on YouTube. Go watch it. Trudeau puts on Muslim garb, walks into a fucking mosque and says, here you go, imam, here's Canada, lock, stock, and fucking barrel. Well, now, what did you think that was? Did you think that was just some kind of fucking ceremony of some kind? No. They mean that shit, or they wouldn't be doing it. That shit has meaning to them, or they wouldn't be doing it at all. Okay? Trudeau literally handed over Canada to Islam. Ceremoniously. That's what he did. That's why he went into that mosque. And I warned you, motherfuckers, don't put Trudeau in office. He's a closet Muslim. Did anybody fucking listen? Oh, Von Helton's bigoted. Von Helton's a racist. Von Helton's intolerant. Von Helton's fucking Islamophobe. Okay. Okay. Go buy your prayer rug, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And so therefore, I believe that Article 13 will in fact apply to my American haters as well as my European ones. But we'll find out. But I'm definitely going to put it to the test. Bet on that shit. I am definitely going to put it to the test. Because like I said, Google ain't going to want to get sued. YouTube ain't going to want to get sued. And when I email the EU with a nice long litany of all y'all's hate channels about me that have been at in some cases been up there for years, the EU's going to have a fucking field day. And the beauty of it is that I don't have to spend one dime. The EU will handle it all for me. Isn't that great? That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Finally, the little man is getting protected from the fucking ravages of the goddamn hater hounds that are out there. I think it's beautiful. I think it's wonderful. And I think it's long overdue. Well, Von Helton, I thought you always advocated free speech. I do advocate free speech. Slander is not free speech. Libel is not free speech. Defamation is not free speech. Harassment is not free speech. Those are crimes, why? How am I the only person on the planet that knows that slander, libel, defamation, and harassment are crimes? Am I the only motherfucker on the planet that knows that? Apparently I am.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
So, is your channel going down if you don't do something? Yes. The difference is whether you decide to take it down yourself or whether YouTube takes it down for you. At this point, I really don't care. What I care about is the fact that you're either going to pay me or you're going to take your shit down. That's what matters to me as a content creator, as somebody that actually makes shit. That's what matters to me. Now, most likely, with the passing of this legislation today, ironically, they'll probably just start taking down hate channels indiscriminately. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube and Google intend to do, but I know that YouTube and Google ain't going to get sued. I know that. Okay, let's not be stupid here. Google and YouTube are not going to want to get sued. Well, Von Helton, you ain't going to contact the EU. Watch me. My fucking email will be sent so goddamn fast it'll make your head spin. Oh, hell yes, I will email the EU and tell them that your hate channel exists. Hell fucking yes, I will. In a heartbeat, brother. In a fucking heartbeat. You bet your ass I will send an email to the EU listing every single one of your damn hate channels on YouTube. You betcha. You betcha I will. So now, you got a choice. Pay me, or get the fuck out the pole.
A cunt. You're a cunt now. You've always been a cunt. And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger cunt.
I don't know if you guys caught Polly's Customs little death threat video about VidMe, where he basically made a death threat video about VidMe. Isn't that right, Polly? Now most people would look at that video and say, "It don't sound like a death threat." Oh, trust me, it is. It is. You know, he was careful in his verbiage, but it's a death threat. There's no question. But that's okay, Polly. That's okay, buddy. You know, because there's a payday someday. Okay, believe it. There's a payday someday. You know, ask these old motherfuckers. Is there a payday someday? They'll say, yeah, buddy. Every one of them. Every single one of these old motherfuckers will tell you. They will sit you down and say, there's a payday someday, son. And that's exactly the truth. So, that's okay. You know, just keep racking up that negative points, buddy. Because there's something coming. Believe me. Believe me. There is no statute of limitations. There is no statute of limitations. Because it's still ongoing. Right? It hasn't stopped. The videos are still out there. The harassment is still ongoing, therefore. So, nothing has stopped. Nothing has changed. And so, no statute of limitations for you, motherfucker. Sorry. I don't care if it's been 100 years. As long as the videos are still out there harassing me, it's still ongoing. And now we've got your little veiled death threat out there. That's going to look good in front of the judge. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's all. And, of course, Lenny Posner is still out there scamming people out of millions and millions and millions of dollars. Saying that people died on Sandy Hook. Oh, you got to pay into our relief fund. You got to pay into the Honor Network because people died at Sandy Hook. Well, government's own documents say nobody died at Sandy Hook or Boston Farm. Nobody died. Government's own records. So Lenny Posner, Aaron Gray, and Tiffany Moser have been scamming people out of millions of dollars for years now. And, yeah, we have a word for that. It's called fraud. And it's a felony. And you go to the federal penitentiary if you're convicted of fraud. And that's where Lenny Posner, Tiffany Moser, and Aaron Gray need to go. Because they are committing fraud and need to go to jail. The government's own records say that nobody died at Sandy Hook or Boston Farm. So these people have been bilking the American public out of millions of dollars. Sandy Hook happened how many years ago? Yeah, this has been going on for years now, folks. Years, literally years. Okay, they've been bilking the American people out of money. They need to go to federal prison, and they need to go immediately. All right, isn't that right, Lenny? Isn't that right, Aaron Gray? Isn't that right, Tiffany Moser? Yeah, it is. So hopefully something will get done on that front, too. I'm working on that, by the way. I am contacting the Attorney General's office. I am contacting the President's office. I'm contacting the Vice President's office, the Secretary of State. I'm contacting all these people. And I'm telling, hey, man, the Honor Network is committing fraud. Here's the documentation that proves they're committing fraud. You know, and so, yeah, there's going to be some major changes going on, guys. Trust me. I have not been idly sitting by. I have been doing shit. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, change is going to do me good.
Now, listen to me. As far as I know right now, even American haters are covered under Article 13 because it is an international medium. The internet is an international medium, and so therefore, I believe that Article 13 will in fact apply to my American haters as well as my European ones.
Stands in a proper configuration. And you got your Judy chop, alright? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop. Now what the smart thing to do is like when you use a judo chopping, you gotta say, you know, for you beginners, you know, like a Judy chop. Because what you don't want to do is like be a Judy chopping and a kung fu kicking, and there goes your leg. You know, there ain't much home for a one-legged ninja out there. Right there, hard as a rock, baby, shall you say. But they'll have last time, baby. Don't put it in front of your face. I don't want to hurt you. But you got me. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna work on the ninja chop. That's what we're gonna do. You gonna want ninja chop? Well, now say, now sometimes it don't always work for a ninja, you know, but it's practice that makes a perfect. Don't go ninja nobody. Don't need ninja. Alrighty. Now, them things there, if I was put them in my pockets, they'd get me for concealment of a deadly weapons. They said you got your son fella coming at you out in the trailer park. Ready handed back where you say? No, says I. Watch this, people. Yeah, we just rolling through the trailer park, what's that? Except them ninja stores. Right there.
What's that? Oh, and all those people passing around Karate Kyle? Hang on a minute. All y'all passing around my picture from when I was a teenager at Mr. Green's dojo. It's called Karate Kyle. It's a meme. It's everywhere on the internet. Just put Karate Kyle in it. Y'all gonna pay me too, thanks to Article 13. Y'all gonna pay me. Lucky 13. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it Lucky 13 because it's gonna bring me a shit ton of money. Because I am Karate Kyle. Notice that this is not the one being circulated on the internet. And if you'll notice also, let me see if I can get it out here without damaging it, because I don't want to damage anything. 1, 2. There's both of them. There's both of them. There's both of them. Yes, damn it, I am Karate Kyle. Fuck yes, I am. Mr. Green's dojo is where those were taken. And my mom can verify it. People in Hamilton, Ohio can verify it. But yes. So yes, I'm going to be a very, very, very wealthy man. Because that meme is everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. It's all over the damn place. So yes, I'm going to be a very, very happy person. Here in, well, starting today. Starting today, I'm going to be a very happy person. I'm going to have a smile on my face. Because y'all are going bye-bye.
Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
All these videos of rooms all messed up, supposedly rotten fruit, and supposedly urine, and just feces, and you know, it's just horrible looking video of supposedly my kids' rooms totally destroyed with urine and feces and whatnot. Anyway, enough said about that, because any fool can figure that out. Okay, what I'm saying though is that these social media, if you're a conservative, they don't like you. And I would love to see President Trump turn the screws on Congress to pass meaningful internet legislation guaranteeing my rights on the internet, which I currently have none. I mean, Facebook can ban me, Twitter can ban me, YouTube can ban me, Dailymotion can ban me, Lively can ban, and I have no recourse. I have absolutely no recourse whatsoever, even though I may only be expressing my freedom of speech. Now you say, well, Vaughn, doesn't this help the trolls either? No, because slander, defamation, libel, those are not free speech or fair use. Those are crimes. They might be civil crimes, but they're still crimes.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings.
Howdy, stranger. I hear you don't drink Wilkins coffee.
Yeah, so what?
Now, are there any other strangers in town?
Every Thursday night at our house, we have noodle soup for dinner, and it's just the kind that Mother makes. It sure is some prize winner. Then we all stand round the table while Father gives his blessing. It's bound to keep you guessing when Father takes the dipper.
I am once again eating. This is Schwann's spaghetti dinner, and I'm going to consume it. So I'm going to eat while we're talking. Yes, God damn it, spoon! Anybody remember the cartoon Click? Spoon! Anyway, so yes, I'm going to eat it with a spoon because the trolls and the haters absolutely pull their fucking hair out when I do. So yes, I'm going to eat it with a spoon.
How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen, and the fun would never lag. And we all would sit and listen when Father ate his soup. That's the noodle soup rag. We had company for dinner.
Because after all, that Von Helton, he's a bigot, and he's an Islamophobe, and he's racist.
There was Uncle Joe and old Aunt Kate and dear old cousin.
Well, they'll never take my state, my God. Dude, if they can take Texas and New York, they can take your state, bitch. Okay? Get it right. Get it right, man.
They had no table manners.
And this spaghetti is damn good.
For hammers, and their knives for eating peas. So please, 'tis well, 'tis well. It sounded
Now,
like a bell. How we all would sit and listen when Father ate his soup.
Now, I was glad I'm going to eat it with a spoon because the trolls and the haters absolutely pull their fucking hair out when I do. So yes, I'm going to eat it with a spoon.
Got no bringings up. How the old folk would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen, and the fun would never lag. And we all said to listen when Father 82 that's a little brag.
See, that's the difference. Whereas my haters are actually using my content to defame my character, to get people to laugh at me, to get people to hate me, to get people to stay away from me. Okay? That's the major difference. Now, hopefully Article 13 will understand that difference, but maybe not. And if they don't, fine, I'll just edit my videos. It ain't no big deal. I just edit my videos. That ain't no big deal at all. But one thing's for damn sure. All my haters are either going to have to pay me, or they're going to have to take this shit down. Period. And this is a great fucking day. And right now, I am contacting President Trump on Twitter and leaving him a tweet with this article saying that I want meaningful legislation from the American government post-haste. So, that's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. Because now that Europe has done it, now you can bet that the United States is at least going to look at it. Because I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to send a tweet to every one of my congressmen, every one of my senators, all them guys. I'm going to send it to the Attorney General's office, everybody. I'm sending it. I said, we need meaningful legislation here from the United States to do it. And I'm going to see if they'll get on the ball and get that shit done. Because it needs to be done for here in the States, too. Not to say that this wouldn't cover my haters, because I think it does. But just be on the safe side. It would be nice if the United States had some legislation as well. Anyway, that's my deal on Lucky 13, because that's what I'm calling it, Lucky 13. Because today's my lucky fucking day, boys and girls. I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna get real money for a change. And I don't have to go out and buy a lawyer to get it done. Isn't that great? That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. But anyways, that's gonna do it. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Want my name in the magazine, see my face on the big screen. I'm your favorite sociopath, love my double barrel laugh. Double crush, feel so lush. Double crush, need that rush.
Regular lobster calls me stinky. Oh well. Tough shit for him.
Come and get a taste of this. Double crush, feel so lush. Double crush, need that rush. Double crush, crush. Need that rush, I need that rush. I've got that lust for life.
Hey, Stinky.
Come on over and feel my vibe. Feel my vibe. Feel my vibe. Got hot powder still on my sleeves.
Little dick, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least you got one.